Okay, let's go ahead and start with this. The Banu Hakim trailer. Just that is very high quality and very satisfying. The audio, just the animations, everything happening with this short clip. There's a lot to be hyped about, in my opinion. This slow time ability is so great. The SI soldier just mid-air, kind of frozen there, gives fire time to turn around and hit this guy. And the hit impact. The hit impact is great. The hit impact of the first strike and this strike here of the SI just slammed against the pillar. It's awesome. And then you see the hand animations. They look great. And then the movement looked really good. And they go over further with that here later on in the dev diaries. They showed off this. This shows the verticality of the game. Some people, if they just watch this traversal movement gameplay, and they weren't keeping up with Bloodlines 2 before watching this, they're really not going to understand why this is so good. But most of you watching this understand this. So this is yeah, the movement looks good, sounds fine. We're going to get like a slide, the slide ability here, and then it also... You get like a further slide when you're going downhill. So, I mean, the physics are there. The jumping animations are fine. Traversing looks great. The hand animations, again, are great. I love that you can glide in the air like this. It's awesome. There's nothing to dislike about this. It looks very, very good. This is a elder vampire. Like most people watching this video, like they know, what a 400-year-old vampire can do in the World of Darkness, and this is at least what you probably would expect. Very fast movement, but far as just quality, far as like just game design goes, like it's good. The audio's good. The animation of the movement is good. But also the other pillar that I wanted to hit on is the verticality of this game, as we can kind of see in this gameplay trailer, but also with this here, you can see the player character on top of a roof here looking down, and this is kind of the hub city area, obviously, and you can see that there's good verticality with the game. But now this is there's not really much you can go off of with this necessarily, but you can kind of get an idea of the scale, because there are obvious areas that are going to be playable in this. Obviously, we don't know how much of this is all. I mean, it's not a Superman. It's not like a superhero game like Prototype or something. You're not going to be like scaling every single one of these buildings, but you can scale up a lot of these buildings here. We do know that, and there is, like this is just one little screenshot of part of the hub world, and you can tell it's very open. I mean, this is all going to be a playable area right here, I'm sure, and I don't know how much. Through here there will be playable, but the other thing I wanted to hit on really quick is the Betting Man trailer. It was very well done. I was not expecting there to be guns in Bloodlines 2. Not only did they introduce like where the player can actually use guns, not only did they introduce that here, but well, first of all, let's just watch this part.
Peasants in the gutter. Same old story with a pretty flag on top.
Another great, this opens up with a banger. Like, this melee strike on this enemy is so satisfying. It's so good. It could not be better. Like, you're playing a 400-year-old vampire in Vampire the Masquerade in this game. And the TCR, the Chinese room, they clearly understand what a character like that can do. And this punch is no joke. I mean, blood gets splattered on the back of this door. I mean, literally just, he gets ragdolled, hold on a second. And it's just like a quick slam. Yeah, it's great. It's a quick punch, and there's a lot of power behind it. That is what you would expect from a 400-year-old elder vampire, in World of Darkness lore, or any 400-year-old vampire lore, right?
You have one night.
The characters are really cool in this trailer, but here we go.
Down the
Benny.
I love this. I love the telekinesis. I like that fire has a baseline like telekinetic power, and it's very strong. The other thing, I gotta get back to this. The hand animations in TCR's in Bloodlines 2, because this is no longer. I gotta stop saying TCR's Bloodlines 2. This is no longer HSL. So Bloodlines 2's hand animations are just really well done. I love that she picks up the gun here and is telekinetically firing it at an enemy. That is so awesome to me. I was like, if they said, hey crew, we're gonna introduce guns into Bloodlines 2 for the player, I'd be like, damn it. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be a fan of it. I'm a fan of this. I love this. This is awesome.
Such a way.
And then the fucking crossbow. I'm telling you, guys, the animations are for the hand animations. I can't get over it, but I love it. She's like, fire just telekinetically picks up this crossbow and just fires it off into this SI soldier. It's awesome. I love the brutal melee takedown here. It's awesome.
Tally's an
I think that was.
I'm your go-to gal for.
I'm not talking about the characters right now. This video would be super long, but yeah, the Betting Man trailer is great. I love it. Okay, my favorite last thing to hit on. Okay, that I wanted to. I think I've got it right here. Okay, so I've got it marked already. They showed off Blood Boil essentially. They showed off the Blood Curse Tremere ability. So we're about to see the player Tremere character. Do Cauldron of Blood, Blood Boil, Cauldron of Blood. They're gonna do, Cauldron of Blood to this enemy here, and then they followed up with a Blood Curse, and it's basically Bloodlines 2's version of Blood Boil, and it's awesome. Okay.
Gore and liquid textures for the Tremere. And metal.
It's awesome. The audio is really good, and the impact of this, it's so much better than what we saw from the original Bloodlines 2. We're still going to call this Blood Boil. It's basically, that's what it is. I mean, technically, Fire did a Cauldron of Blood and, made this enemy's Blood Boil, and then threw a Blood Curse at it to make the enemy explode like this. But for just to keep it simple, we're still going to call this a Blood Boil. So this Blood Boil, this looks a lot better than what we originally saw with Bloodlines 2 when HSL was doing it. And not only that, I go back to the hand animations. They're very unique. This is very, very likely. I think anybody can speculate this is just for Tremere. This is a animation just for the Tremere player character, and that explosion is awesome. It sounds great, and there's a ton of blood, and there's blood everywhere. It's awesome. You really can't ask for much more than this. When I first watched HSL's Bloodlines 2 short teaser of Blood Boil, I was very disappointed. The hand animation was horrible, and then the actual ability was it just wasn't that great. This is totally badass. It's awesome. So. Furthermore,
and metal chains to
I love that they are kind of they have this kind of like metal chain vibe, metal chain theme kind of thing going on with the Ventru. I'm a fan of that. I really, and the audio does sound good with that. Hold on.
Chains to represent the powerful Ventru.
That's so freaking good. That is so satisfying. Okay. The animation, like the hand animation where, it just it's brutal. And I love it. I mean, like oh my God. It's good. It's good. All right. Like it's very high quality. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing a Ventru on my second playthrough for sure of this game.
Fun aspects of designing.
So yeah, they've just done an incredible job so far. I'm rating everything that I only specifically just showed off like 10 out of 10. I don't know how the game as a whole is going to be. I don't know how good or bad it's going to be. I'm not plugged into the development. I don't know. Am I excited for the game? Yes. Am I hyped for it? Yeah. And I'm optimistic. But I don't know how good the game will be as a whole. I don't have enough information yet. But I would say this: it's going to be a fun game based off what I've seen. The combat is great. The animations are great. The audio is great. The sound in this game is very high quality. The traversing, when I say animation, there's so much that goes into that. The hand animations, the combat animations, the movement, the traversal. It's all really well done. And I love the verticality of the city hub area. And I love how spacious it is. The game's city area is much larger than anything in Bloodlines 1, obviously, by a mile. But I mean, and it's still, I'm not saying it's going to be a massive open world thing. I mean, I know what they're doing. I get what they're doing, and I'm a fan of it. So very pleased with that. And so far, the discipline powers are great, you know. So there's a lot going for Bloodlines 2, and yeah, I mean, so far I am a huge fan of what I'm seeing.